4, 3, 2.
And welcome back. Right, right now we are joined with organMike, who will be speedrunning Ultima 3 Exodus any percent. Introduce yourself and let me know when you're ready.
Hello, hello, my name is organMike. I'm here to run some retro gaming goodness, Ultima Exodus. If you have seen this at other major marathons, you have probably seen the NES version. This is the PC version. I played this originally on the Commodore 64 as a wee lad of 3 or 4 years old. Now I'm 41-year-old and I'm doing this for fun. This game took my father some 20 or 30 hours to beat when I was a kid, and it's going to take me some 20 or 30 minutes. So, here we go. First thing we do, we press space. We organize a party. Examine the
You
register.
want me to?
Oh, no. We'll.
You want me to count down?
Yeah, I'll give you. I'll let you know. So we have a
Okay.
clean
Okay.
register. This is just the setup, the mystery. I'm
Okay.
creating
Got
an
it.
atmosphere. I'm also incredibly ridiculous. You get used to it. We have no characters. We have room for 20. For those of you who have never played a roster RPG before, I can create up to 20 characters and create a party of up to 4, which is really fun. If anyone is listening in chat, we're going to create some characters. We need some names. Dear host, have you a name? A suggestion for a name?
Let's just go with my name, Dynasty.
Dynasty. All right, and we'll go male. But interestingly enough, a game from 1985, we had 3 options for gender: male, female, and other. So it's pretty rare to get that even nowadays.
Yeah.
This character is going to be a fuzzy wizard. So, wizard is exactly what it sounds like. Fuzzy is a race very similar to Ewoks, and we pick fuzzies because we can max out their intelligence. The race doesn't have a whole lot of impact at the start, but as you increase character stats, it bounds the upper level of those character stats. 5 strength, 15 dexterity. You'll notice I have 30 points left to spend, 50 points to start. Every value must be between 5 and 25. 25 intelligence, which will determine spell points. And that is our first character. Second character, I see Dexter in the chat. Thank you, Fushi. We'll make Dexter an other, also a fuzzy wizard, 5, 15, 25, and 5. We need a druid now. Anyone got a good idea for a druid name? Going once, going twice.
I still World of Warcraft with Malfurion.
I don't know how to spell that. Malfurion? Something like that?
Malfurion.
Furion. I was close. Male? Female? Other?
Male.
Male. All right. Race on this one doesn't matter, but I've got to make sure I got a druid. 5, 5, 20, and 20. Druids have access to both kinds of magic, clerical magic and wizard magic. They get spell points equal to half the higher of the 2 stats, and their spell regeneration is determined by the other one. So we want them to be 20 and 20, so they get 10 points and can regenerate quickly as possible. Fushi has put an arrow in the chat, so I'm assuming that means that's what we want for a name. Fuzzy Druid, 20 and 20. There we go. So we can look at our register again. We've got the first 4 characters chosen: wizard, wizard, druid, druid. Are you able to, I think you should be able to see the pointer. Regardless, the 4-letter code stands for gender, race, class, and condition. So we got male fuzzy wizard good condition, other fuzzy wizard good condition, male fuzzy druid good condition, male fuzzy druid good condition. The condition can be good, poisoned, dead, or ash. You don't want to get to dead or ash, really, generally speaking, or poisoned. It's not particularly good. All right. I could create up to 20 characters. We don't need up to 20 characters. We need 4. We form the party with roster characters 1, 2, 3, and 4. This puts a nice little star next to their names. Boom. And then we return to the main menu. When I hit Journey Onward, the game will begin. So, here we go. The first thing that's going to happen is I will make 17 steps to the south, and then walk a little bit to a dungeon, and that should be, if I do everything right, the last sounds you hear from the game. I'm going to keep talking. Hey, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's roll. So we go south. 6, 7, 8, 9. Notice my magic points are coming up. Go in here. We're going to go into the Dungeon of Fire. We're going to turn the volume off. Shouldn't hear any more sounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Strange wind. Turn south and head over to the east. I'm going to be casting a spell called Apar Unem. It opens treasure boxes. There's a treasure box in these spots. I happen to know where they are. It cost me 5 magic points to cast it. And the fun part is, while you're in a dungeon, you're subject to random encounters unless you're standing on a dungeon feature. We're going to use the up spell to get out because there's only 6 treasure chests in there. A dungeon feature like a treasure chest or a staircase, well, ladder, or a door. You can't get attacked when you're on any of those things. So if I stand here, pass turns to recover my magic points, I can't get attacked. It's quite convenient. The game also autosaves every time I change maps, every time I enter a dungeon, so I'm not too worried about saving. Because if I get attacked by something I can't beat, I can just close the thing and reload. I also have in my hand a stylus from a tablet. The tablet is sitting next to me. It has on it a chart where I can mark down things like that axe. Because later I'm going to sell them, and it's much easier if I don't have to go through everyone's stats screen and look at what they've actually got to carry. So this is the only real major grind of the game. Right at the very start, we're going to get as much money as we can get our hands on. And if you notice at the top it says level 1, that's the floor of the dungeon. When I leave, it says 2-7. Oh, here's some zombies. I'm going to start with the cleric spell Pontori, which worked. Good. And a bow. Thank you. Thank you, zombies. Pontori turns undead. And normally, if it works, it's got about a 50-50 chance of working in the first place. And if it does, it randomly kills a number of the undead. Fortunately, it got them all, which was nice. Oops. Where was I? 2-7. Right, the moons. So those 2 numbers represent the phases of the moons. The moons function in two important fashions in this particular run. When the moons are both new, that is, the numbers are 0 and 0, I can go to the town of Dawn, which only appears when both moons are new. The other function they serve is to open the moon gates. There are 8 moon gates. There are 8 phases of the moon. We're only going to use 1 moon, or well, probably 2 moon gates, but we're only going to travel by moon gate once. So go from one to another, and then go to a third one. Oh, come on. There we go. There it is. All right, one more. Those moon gates are the fastest way to get around. 1 troll will cast the Ripon spell. Thank you, I just wasted 10 points. There's a Ripon spell. And I turned on the lights, which is slow, which is why I don't usually do that. And there's a strange wind, which turns off the lights. So yeah, the spells are all determined by one of the first 16 letters of the alphabet, from A through O. We will not be using them all. So there's 2 sets of spells. There's a lot of repeats within them, which is really unfortunate. I'm right now using Cleric Spell B, which costs 5 magic points, to open treasure chests. I used Cleric Spell A to turn undead. I used Wizard Spell A to destroy the orcs. They work in the same way. Orcs and trolls and goblins all use the same sprite. Zombies, skeletons, and ghouls all use the same sprite. And they're all susceptible to those Cleric or Wizard Spell A. Wizard B is a magic missile. You'll see me using that a lot. Ooh, cloth, nice. I don't have to record cloth or dagger because I'm just going to sell all those until I run out of them. And that reminds me, I've got to hand them off from the other characters. A bow, nice. Bows sell very well. My second bow, in fact. I didn't actually get that treasure chest. And we'll hand from 1 to 4, weapon B, 1. Hand from 1 to 4, armor B, 1. There we go. Hand from 2 to 4, weapon B1. Hand from 2 to 4, armor B1. We're also using wizard spell E. Hey, I see a raid. Fantastic. Nice to see you. We're using wizard spell E, which moves us up a floor. And since we're on the first floor, up a floor is back out to the surface. Ooh, a sword. Thank you. I'm keeping an eye on those moons because I want to get to the town of Dawn as quickly as possible. Which means when the moons are close to the phase I want them to be at, I will be leaving this grind. The average treasure chest, well, treasure chests provide a random number between 0 and 99 gold and may randomly produce a weapon or armor. We definitely want some big weapons and armor to show up from there. But the gold, in this case, is be about, on average, 50, because it's pretty much an equal chance for any amount. So an average trip produces 500, 300, thank you, math, produces 300 gold. To give you an idea, I want 6,000 gold just to raise Dexter's magic points. I need more gold than that, but I need 6,000 to raise Dexter's magic points to where they need to be. An axe. We are getting some nice equipment off this run. Beware the fires of hell. Hello. Oh. So if you just joined us in, say, a raid, I am organMike. I'm playing Ultima 3 Exodus on the PC, and I'm currently doing a gold grind, which is how you start this run off. So I walk 10 forward, hit the strange wind, go down around a wall, and then there's 6 treasure chests in a very specific formation here that I can use Cleric Spell B to open when it works. So you can see, like a lot of old RPGs, performance, especially speedrun performance, is very dependent on the RNG. If I sit here and keep trying to open one treasure chest for a dozen tries, it's not going to be a very fast run, especially if that continues to happen. A mace. So for 4-4, the moons are at 4-4. When the moons reach 5, the function of the moons, the second moon changes every 3 steps outside. No, 4 steps. That was you. The second 4, yeah. The second moon changes every 4 steps. The first moon changes every 12. So they can, but they only count steps taken outside. So actually, they only count the step that I use to enter the dungeon. That one right there. Okay, cast Wizard Spell A, failed. Okay, Wizard Spell B. There we go. We're getting close to being done here. Join gold. Yeah, okay, good. I've got enough money for... Oh, hello, more zombies. Good. Cast Cleric A. Failed. Of course it did. Got to be aware of my lack of magic points. So it's safe for me to stand here till I recover my magic points because I'm standing on a treasure chest. There we go. And out we go. Oh. We are seeing a spicy number of encounters. It is not unusual for me to do one of these grinds and not see a single encounter. On the first floor of the dungeon, all we're ever going to meet up with is those small time enemies. The undead and the orcs, trolls, and goblins. Go further down in the dungeon, the next thing you run into is giants on the second floor. You can still run into orcs and undead, but you'll also get giants. On the third floor, you'll get demons that throw spells at you, which is annoying. On the fourth, you'll run into pinchers that can poison you. From the fifth down, you hit dragons. And when you hit the bottom, you'll run into Balrons and devils. An axe, thank you. A bow, good. Bows sell nicely. Bows are the second most valuable weapon I can find. We're at 4-5. I've got a pretty good heft of... You know what? This is Marathon. We'll play it safe. Thank you. Each spell, as you go up, costs 5 more points. So spell A costs 0 points, like so. Spell B costs 5. Spell C costs 10. And so on up to spell O, which costs 75. Wizards and clerics have magic point maximum equal to their required stats. So wizards intelligence, clerics wisdom gives them an exact total. So right now our wizards have 25 intelligence, which means they have a maximum magic points of 25. Easy. Anything that combines classes, there are 4 basic classes: fighter, thief, wizard, and cleric. Anything that combines classes, another bow, wow, will have that amount. So if I had something that was a half wizard, half fighter, game, then it would have half intelligence as magic points. Sling for Fushi. The druids combine cleric and wizard together as a dual class. Chain, nice. So to compensate for that, they get double spell recovery based on their second stat. Normally it's one magic point every 4 turns, or every turn in the overworld. Druids recover 2 spell points up until they reach half their second stat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, straight south. And at the new moons, the town of Dawn should appear. There it is. Boom. All right. Now this run can get going. Here we go. First stop is up here at the armor shop. We're going to talk north. Oh, we don't need to list. We can just sell all the cloth until we run out. And then 4 is going to sell 1 chain, 3 leather. This is why I write this stuff down. Then we go over here. Weapons. 4 north. No, don't need a list. Sell a sword, 1, 2, 3 bows, 1, 2, 3 axes, a sling, 2 maces, and a bunch of daggers. We actually got an incredible haul there. So interesting things about different versions of the game. If you try and overrun 10,000 gold on a character, it won't let you sell anymore. It will just stop you and say, you can't sell that, you're carrying too much money. In the original, and we need 8, sorry, we're at the guild shop, we need 8 keys. Powders, stop time, we're going to grab 8 of those. Yes. Gems, want 6. No. We're also going to hand all of Dynasty's food to Fushi. Now this may seem like a cruel thing, because we're going to start to starve Dynasty, and it is, but there's a nobler purpose. We're going to unlock this door, we're going to talk to the merchant here, who says, eat death scum, and attacks me immediately. They don't like it when you go behind the counter. I can actually open the treasure chest without actually that I'm standing on when I got attacked. Board the horse. We come down here. We step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times. Waste 12 turns. And I should be able to... Oh, those are guards. The whole point is to try and get the guards trapped inside the shops. So, okay, I was saying something and then I got lost because I was doing something else. That's okay. Moving along, we run away from the guards. The horse means that we move 2 steps for every... So long as we choose a move action, we get 2 steps and the NPCs only get 1. It allows us to evade the guards really easily. It's quite useful for a bunch of other things. We're going to leave the horse there, though. It doesn't actually change anything else about our movement and our time taken. It just means that we get 2 steps for every one for the NPCs take. This is Lord British's castle. There's Lord British. We're going to ignore him for the moment. In fact, we're going to ignore him for the rest of the game. Gestures, thank you. Unlock that door. This guard is set to follow us, but not to attack us. That's okay. Dynasty is losing every time we need to do a food check. Dynasty is losing 5 points for starvation. This will come in handy right here. That's a boat. We need a boat. This is a way to glitch a boat into the game. The game autosaves when you enter a place, but it can't really autosave inside. The game also autosaves when you lose a character, when they die. But it does record whether or not you're on a boat. So we now have a boat. This is the boat glitch. It's the only glitch I do in this game. I don't have anything against glitching. I just have a tendency to prefer not to do it. But I have literally, before I started doing that, I have literally stood around and waited half an hour for a boat to show up on the overworld. They don't like to spawn. So we just glitch a boat into the game and say, hey, if you're not going to give me a boat, I'm going to get one by other means. These guys are in my way. Fushi, you have money. We need 600 rations. Hand from 4 to 1, 150 food. We'll distribute it. And I've also been healing the dead body. So Dynasty up there, you can see his condition in the top right corner. D for dead. But he's got 150 hit points, so the body is healed. We're going to do a resurrection here. Yeah, we'll pay for it. We'll resurrect Dynasty, and now Dynasty is in good condition. And that's how you purchase a boat in this game. Out we go to the wild blue yonder. We need to go digging for exotics. So right here, we have the other command. It allows us to type a command in. Like the old text parsers, we're digging for exotics. Those in this case are the exotic weapons. If you're wondering why every so often I stop moving or can't move, it's because the wind at the bottom of the map is changing. I can't move against the wind, and I can't move at all if it's a calm wind. There's my whirlpool. That's nice. Other 1, dig. Other 2, dig. Other 3, dig. Other 4, dig. Let's go catch us a whirlpool. Stop. I want to drown. Come over here. The wind moves in real time. Ah, that was silly of me. I should have known better than that. Okay, good. We're ready our weapons while we're here. You can't wear armor during battle, but you can ready weapons. Thank you. We land on the shores of a forgotten continent. When you get swallowed up by the whirlpool, you get hints as to, like, I've been to the other end of the whirlpool and things like that when you talk to people. But I don't talk to people because it's slow. I'm here to speedrun, darn it. Alright, so we're going to walk through here. This is forest. It blocks our vision, but it doesn't block our movement. Also, I'm going to negate time here using powder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to do it again. And we're going to walk over here. This is a shrine. We're going to search it using the other command. We're going to negate time to get back past the Guardians again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're out of here. Those are evil horses, by the way. You can't ride them, and they will attack you. This game has evil horses. By the way, I'm used to doing this by myself, so I talk a lot. So if there's anything at all you have to add, Dynasty, or any questions you'd like, or any questions people have in chat, by all means, step on up. We're going to go through these doors here. Ambrosia, that's the name of the continent. We step down here to lure the pirate ship. We attack the pirates. In the noted unfairness of this game, NPCs can attack diagonally. I can only attack orthogonally. I can only move orthogonally. They can move diagonally too. When you kill pirates, you get their boat. And once more we're sailing against a wind. Thank you. It was actually a pretty kind wind RNG there. We'll unlock this door. This is the Shrine of Intelligence. So we're going to offer all our money from Dexter. We're going to join the gold. We got 63. Good. Dynasty. 63. Boom. And we need to search it. Those cards with strange marks, well, that'll be important later. I can't seek. I have to search. The really fun thing about this run is that for all the, you can get great RNG, have a fantastic run, and then right at the very end, the game can just mess you right up. It's cruel that way. The final castle is just vicious. So this might take a while. Who knows? Maybe I'll catch time up to us. We're gonna need to go through here and go over here and down here, and there's another shrine. Shrine number 3, which we need to search. Thank you. Searcho. Good job. There we are. Back through the forest. So yeah, the boat glitch is an interesting one. The game autosaves when you change maps. So when you go into Lord British's castle, the game autosaves. The game also autosaves when a character is killed. So when Dynasty's hit points hit 0, the game autosaved again. But the problem is it can't save inside a town or other dwelling. It can only save on the surface. So it saved our coordinates. Oh, there's a big pirate fight. That's okay, we have bigger spells now. So it saved our coordinates on the surface, and then saved the fact that we were, in fact, on a boat, which is important for it to know. Here's our last shrine. So that is the only way to force a boat to appear in this game. And that is the only accessible boat. You can't get to here without already having a boat, because you need to go in the whirlpool. Speaking of, we go back now. Alright, now we need to go do our dungeons. This is the first one here. Game, thank you. Here's the first dungeon, the Dungeon of the Snake. We're going to use Door Akron, which goes down. We're going to get attacked by zombies. Good. Door Akron, Door Akron, Door Akron, Door Akron, Door Akron, down to the bottom floor. We'll peer to gem. We landed in the wrong spot, but that's okay. We go 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. Go south 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. Then east, south, west, south, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we touch the hot wall. Dynasty, you get to touch the hot wall. And now we stand here on a treasure chest, which is right behind that branding, that branding hot wall. And of course, because we're standing on a treasure chest, we're not subject to attack. And we wait for Dynasty to recover 85 magic points. We cast Fall Devi, which allows them to use a cleric spell. We cast the cleric spell Sequitu. The total combination of them is 85 points. We're going to destroy those giants because they're otherwise pretty dangerous. Where am I going? I'm going up here. I'm going up here. I'm going to this dungeon. I can just go straight down. I'm going to go stop at 7, and we're going to use Door Akron to go down. We're going to find out where we landed. Not in a great spot, so I need to go all the way east, all the way south, then 2, 2, 2, 4, 2. All the way east, all the way south till I see an invalid move. 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Everybody touch the hot wall. Dexter already has the magic points to get us out of here, so we're out of here. We'll stop to heal a bit. You do recover hit points slowly over time as well. We need to go to one more dungeon because we need to get one more brand. We need the Mark of Force. That was the Mark of Fire we got. The first mark we got was the Mark of the Snake. This one we're just going to go down to the bottom. I'm going to peer at the gem, see where we landed. We need to go back up 1, 2, 3, and then south 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Everybody touch the hot wall. 1, 2, 1. That is a bad fight. Ooh, let's try it. Let's see what happens. No, we can't win with that. All right, reload. But the game auto-saves the moment I entered that dungeon, so back in we go. Turn the volume off. Down we go. Around, so east, north, 3, and east, north, 3, west, north, 2. East, north, trolls. Oh, that was good. 3, west, north, 2. Everybody touch the hot wall. 2, 3. And I'm standing now on a ladder, so I don't have to worry about recovering my points. And this will be the last time we have to worry about it being dark. Oops. Why is my passing not working? Because it was not, because it was waiting for a different input. Cast density J, I, and we're out of here. All right, now we need to go use that Mark of the Snake that we got. We go over to Castle Fire, which is where Exodus is hiding. Exodus is the big bad guy. We yell the word Evocare. It doesn't change, it's the same all the time. We go over here. That's lava, but we got the Mark of the Fire, so we can walk on it safely. Anyway, we're going to quit and save right here. We're going to close out. We're going to reload. We're going to go to organize the party, disperse the party. We're going to reform the party, 1, 2, 3, 4. Dispersing the party and forming a new party puts us back at Lord British's place. We get on our horse. We're going to ride south. We're going to go around here. We're going to use those moon gates I talked about earlier. The moon gate number 3 is here. It opens when the first moon is number 3, and the second moon will determine where it goes to. So I want 3, 2. 3, 1, 3, 2. Boom. This is a small little corridor. What I want here is 4, 5. 4, 4, 4, 5. Boom. Going to quit and save here, and then we're going to make a nod to marathon safety. I'm going to make backup saves of this file. So I'm going to just copy everything, because this game can seriously wreck you very quickly, and if a character dies, it autosaves. So, here we go. Quit and save, and into the castle. This is Castle Fire. There are random explosions. I'm walking through lava. I wouldn't be able to do that without the Mark of Fire. That's a force field. Wouldn't be able to walk through that without the Mark of Force. Pass one turn. I can move here. That's a dragon. It's shooting at me. Doing this particular pattern of movement means that is the only spot I can get shot by the dragon. I got shot by the dragon. I don't like that, but I should have moved out of range before doing that. That was dumb. Okay, that was my fault. We're going to redo that. Yes, yes. All right, journey onward. Enter volume off. Okay, so try this again. Hey, look, we're walking across lava. That's what the Mark of Fire is for. That's a force field. We can walk across that, pass one turn. This dragon cannot shoot me unless I do something silly and stand in its range or get hit there. Of course I got hit there. Why not? Okay, now I'm actually out of their range. There's a Balron who's going to come up that way. We can ignore it because we're faster than it. You're not supposed to be able to get a horse in here, but I have a horse. I don't like this. We're going to use the spell Nicorp. It reduces all enemies to a single hit point. And we're going to use Noxum to try and hit all enemies. We are going to heal Dexter. And we're going to kill the dragon. Now, the reason for those random explosions, other than the fact they look cool, is that we're not supposed to be able to stand around or we'll get blown up like that. And remember, the game will autosave if a character hits 0 hit points and dies. I should clarify, you can hit 0 hit points and live. So if a character dies, I should say. So I'm being very careful here, trying to heal my party without getting... The explosions are completely random. I don't know how they function. Oh, I lost... Yeah. See, Fushy is not dead. Dexter is. So this is why I made backup saves. So we delete that one. We go to Ultima 3 copy. We rename it Ultima 3 and reopen. Try again. Volume off, enter the castle. Here we go. If the volume were on, every one of those explosions would make a horrible noise, so it's unpleasant, and it takes up time. Don't shoot me. And I got it was quick. Away there, and we've got to do it again. Real good luck there for quite a while. I have to watch was getting to Castle Fire here, because now I can't seem to get past. And then I do a misstep like that. Oh, good, it didn't shoot me. All right, we got away from that first one this time. Hey, hey. Now we come over here, and this dragon cannot be avoided. We have to fight it. It didn't give me a good Noxon on that. But I use Nicorp because it means that you know, if you can hit, as soon as you land a hit, and look at that, I'm firing magic missiles which don't miss. As soon as you land a hit, they die. All right, now if I don't get exploded, I had a run earlier today that I actually got through. There's another set of dragons over there. I actually got through both sets of dragons and got right to the very end without getting exploded. It was unbelievable. And then the final fights, I got blown up several times. There's an explosion. It's pretty rare for me to do this first magic point grind without getting blown up at least once, usually twice. If the numbers are good, it doesn't actually matter. What I'm waiting for is enough magic points on my wizards to do Nicorp, which is 70 points, and I like a little bit of backup, a few extra points, 75, so they can cast a magic missile to follow it up with. Here we go. Don't shoot me. Don't shoot. All right, thank you. Nicorp, Noxon. Noxon is a cheaper spell, but it still works. Again, if you land the hit, they die. All right, now we're on to the last bit, the infamous floor fights. We get attacked by floors. There are 8 of them. 1, 2, back up. 3, okay, good. Back up. 4, okay. Now we're just going to attack north till we kill them all. Player 1 got hit, so there's one on him. Player 1 got hit again. There we go, we got them all. Okay, good. That's one set of floors down. We're going to do a little quick heal. I'm going to modify the order 2 for 1. The game always attacks, an enemy always attacks the highest character in the list that it can hit. And remember, they can attack diagonally too, not just orthogonally. So by setting Dexter and Dynasty to the outsides, I'm making sure, first of all, that Dexter doesn't take all the attacks. Okay, and it gives me a little bit better idea where the floors are when they start attacking. Those are 2 good floor fights. We're going to do a quick heal. And we're going to hope to get away without another explosion. 3, 4. There's the next floor. 1, 2, 3. 3 down. Good. 4 down. 5, 6. Missed. Okay. Okay, good. The other problem is they don't block your path. You can step on the floors and you won't know why it's hitting you. Okay, there's something. There we go. Okay, good. We've got one more group of floors to fight, and I would rather fight them on my terms. Please don't blow me up. Please don't blow me up. It blew me up. Of course it blew me up. The game can absolutely take me out right here. We're not going to heal up. We're just going to go. 1, 2, 3. Move down. Okay, this is the last group of floors. Doesn't matter if they take anyone out. Because then all we have to do is take those cards using the other command and insert them in the proper order. And since I know what the proper order is, I don't have to look it up. It's Love, Sol, Moons, and then, ready on time, it is time. And that's that. That is the any % run of Ultima 3 for the PC. I should be able to hear it. That's it. That's the whole thing. Thank you. Thank you, Bull Moose.
All right, we are going to take a quick little break, and then we'll be right back with another short little run, GG, on that run.
Would you like a high quality FTLG mousepad? Do !mousepad in chat.